Welcome. It's been quite a while. I just got off the boat in Breskens in the Netherlands, and my goal is a small hike to Belgium. Just about 15 kilometers, nothing too bad. I'll try to sleep somewhere. Somewhere out in the open. It's promising to be a cold night today. Well, we'll see. And tomorrow either I will walk back or go further. And either I'm gonna take the train in Knokke to Brussels and back, or go back to Vlissingen and take the train again. Don't know yet. So right now it's creeping up to 17 degrees, which is nice. It's nice and sunny. Tonight 9, maybe 8 Celsius, which is not so nice. So I got a thick, fluffy sleeping bag in my backpack, which makes the backpack so heavy. And behind these dikes is a whole new area where they let in the seawater. And that entrance of the seawater is what I'm approaching here. Do not swim, you can get sucked in. So this is the actual water inlet, and it's rushing in, gushing in. It's a really strong current, and it's flooding the boulders behind in a controlled manner. I'll get over the dike and show you what's happening over there. And this is where the water enters the land. The water juice, they call it. It's quite forceful. It's flooding this area. Flooding in a controlled manner. So you'll have partially submerged lands. Great for nature. It is almost high tide, which makes the beach awful to walk on. So I'm now on this trail in the dunes. That's where the sea is. It's nice and quiet here. And this will allow me to gain a bit of speed compared to the very, very loose sand on the beach. I have to have this tide because tonight I want to use the low tide to cross into Belgium, and it's either a few kilometers around or straight through the water, and on low tide it's no more than knee deep. So I should be fine tonight. If not, I'll have to find an alternative. We'll see when we get there. For now, this is a nice walk. have to check this. But I believe that I am now walking on the old dike protecting the inlands, and the beach would be right here. But now this has been widened and the beach is all the way over there. A bit of sea protection here has been built. See to that? Well, the beach was always there and they moved the dike. You never know. The tide is lowering again. There's the radar tower, meaning only 5 more kilometers. And it's still a beautiful day. Well, that helicopter is doing whatever. Over here, they're pumping sand from the sea. They can connect a ship over there on the floaty thingy through that pipe and then pump it on the sand. And where that bulldozer was working on the other side of the pipe, I know you can sleep in those sheds, cottages. It's very nice waking up on the beach, but hey, there's other ways of doing that. Except I'm looking over there, and that's equipment for night lighting. Yeah, wouldn't want to be in one of those right now when they decide to work all night, pump all night, and yeah, that's definitely going to ruin your holiday. And I don't know if they would be so honest to say, hey, it's not a good idea to book this right now. Let's see if I can cross this on this side, or whether I have to go over the softer sand. Anyway, cool. Here we are. I will have to cross this. It's wide, so not deep, and got my shoes off. If need be, I can ditch the pants, but I think I'll be fine. Made it to Belgium. From here it's just puddles and beach, and I need to dry off my feet. at some point, but it's gonna be fine. Oh, this water is cold. Now, straight ahead is the dune. That's where I'm gonna camp out, hunker down for the night. See if I can find a good spot where I'm not fully in the wind. All this, where I'm walking right now, it's flooded every tide. So right now it's low tide. It's around 8ish. Tomorrow around 8ish, 8:30ish. It will be again low tide. And tonight, when hopefully I am sound asleep in this whole area, and this is quite a huge area, it will flood. And that's to charge everything, because my battery packs were dead. Should have checked before I went out, but I figured I'd try to use my backup built thingy, and it's charging, probably because the battery included with this one was still full. And tomorrow I'll put it on my backpack. That should do the trick, since I'll have the sun on my back if I would walk back to Vlissingen, and that definitely should charge something. My battery is still at 70%, so should be good for now. This is the plan. Right here. Netherlands is over there. It's busy on the beach. Belgium is here. No one's here. The buildings way over there. That's Knokke, I think. That's one of the options to go home by train over there. The fence to my left is where the nature reserve starts. I don't want to go in there either. That nature reserve is the floodplains. Interesting story about the floodplains. Well, we're at it anyway. That used to be the major sea route to Bruges when it was still connected to the sea. And now it's just a tiny little inland, well, pond, I'd say. They recently increased it, so it's a bit bigger than a pond now, but it's still nothing compared to what it was. Yeah, I'm gonna hunker down, get my my bed inflated, my sleeping bag out, and see if I get kicked out. That's where all the folks are. I don't know if there's anyone closer, but I know when I'm on those dunes what to be on the lookout for. But these people are probably just enjoying the beach, looking at shells and waiting for the sun to set. So they're not looking in the dunes or that nice hiding spot for a guy making a sleeping spot out of it for the night. There we go. Ain't this pretty? Now let's go to the beach. see what's on it. Except do not enter. Fuck, someone's with it. Flying with his drone. Again, I hope that person focuses on the sunset and not on my stuff over there. I put my backpack smack bang on the middle of it to keep it from blowing away, which makes it quite obvious what it is. I didn't conceal anything because who gives a shit, but I didn't count on drones. Right. Access forbidden. Protected fauna and flora. Well, I wasn't gonna go in there anyway, so. Where's that drone? Those are seagulls, aren't they? That could be a drone. Yeah, I better stay low. Let's hope Mr. Drone Pilot had his eyes on the sun and not on anything else. And if he did see, and that's just... assume he didn't care. There's nothing I can do about it anyways. Worst thing that can happen, I don't know, get caught, then what? Pay a fine, I guess. Find another spot. Well, it will be fine. It will be fine. I just don't like drones. Oh, good morning. It looks brighter than it is. The sun is not up yet. It's time to get packing. Time to get going. Everything is wet because of the moisture of the sea, so I'm very happy this is waterproof. And yeah, I'll need to unpack and dry everything when I get back home. It was a decent night. No one bothers me, so it's good. Yep, let's go. So everything's cleaned up. It dropped to 8 degrees, which is cold, but nothing I can't handle. And look, there's the sun. And there's people on the beaches already. So I better get myself across to the crossing and walk while the sun is rising. How nice. This is a great way to wake up. This is cold and still maybe a bit too deep. Let's hope I don't get too wet. Right, can't feel my legs, can't feel my feet. It's all numb. But I made it. Yay. Hello sun, warm me up quickly. Please. The sun starts to feel warm already. A bit. It's definitely still a strong wind. But yeah, I'm well on my way. I passed the first milestone, so to say, of this Katzand. And the next big milestone I'm looking forward to is let's see, Nieuwvliet. Next Goede, and I'm on the point. And from there it's just one big stretch to the harbour. Let's see if I can make it. because everything already starts to hurt. My friend de Weertower. And hello sunshine. That's knee-deep blub. I didn't check. I got myself stuck, so now I have to get through this stuff. Oh, I got blisters, everything hurts, but almost made it. The taller buildings there, way beyond where I have to be, so almost. That was actually the last thing I recorded. I was so glad to be back on that boat, back on the train and back home eventually. I really enjoyed seeing the sunset and especially seeing the sunrise in the morning, having this long hike. I was very uncertain if I could make it, but apart from the feet, everything went fine. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.